Morning guys, day 2 of the polar night. If you're confused by what I just said, I'm currently in Svalbard or Spitsbergen in a little town called Longyearbyen. It's one of the most northernmost settlements in the world, and I'm here in half November, meaning there is pretty much no sunlight. There's a little bit of a glow at like 12 p.m, but that's it. So yeah, I can show you the view from my room right now. I have to turn off the lights for that. I don't know if you can see that, but there's a mountain right there. There's a bit of light. Oh, and it turned off. My apologies if you couldn't see that. But yeah, it's pitch black. It's about 8 o'clock right now. And today is going to be an exciting day because I booked a expedition to a real ice cave. So I don't really know what to expect. All I know is that I have to dress up very, very warm for this. Because outside it's like minus 13 right now, and that's not really the bad part, but it's super windy. Like these next 2 or 3 days are gonna be like really windy. Yeah, that makes it extremely cold. So anyways, after some breakfast, join me on a trip to a freaking ice cave. Look ready? I bought this thing yesterday. I think it looks quite quite hardcore. But you need it. It's so windy outside. Like you can hear the wind just rattling the house. It's insane. As the wind was really bad, I couldn't really do a lot of talking during this tour. So I'll do a little bit of voiceover right now to kind of fill in the gaps. So I got picked up by a van, which drove me like only around 300 meters down the road to meet with the rest of the group that was already there. Then I got these metal crampons to put around my shoes, as well as a helmet to get ready for the hike. The tour guide was really nice, and of course he had his gun on his back, as you cannot leave town without being equipped with a gun, or have a guide that has one. We hiked into the darkness towards the glacier, making a few short stops on the way so the guide could talk a little bit about the path we were walking on and some interesting things we passed, like for example these rock formations or this frozen ice hanging over this rock. And slowly but surely the lit up area of Longyearbyen became smaller and smaller as it disappeared in the valley. Suddenly the area became really flat. It was quite a surreal experience as the visibility was also really low due to the stormy weather. So it really felt like you were walking on some kind of different planet. But in fact we were walking on a huge glacier. After around a total of 1.5 hours of walking, we arrived at the spot where we would enter the ice cave. So we put our bags together on a pile. The guide stowed his gun upright so that later we could find where our bags were if they snowed over. And then it was time to enter the ice cave.
Yeah, I didn't bring my shovel, but yeah, if we don't get up there where I planned, we're just gonna head back this way. Yeah, see here, just go a bit sideways.
It was such a fun experience seeing all these different ice formations. Like the guide explained that every year the ice cave changes course slightly as the meltwater carves the cave out a little bit deeper, like around half a meter each season. It's also way too dangerous to go here in summer, so you can only really go here in winter when it's below freezing. We also had a nice lunch here with like a Norwegian berry lemonade type drink that was really sour, but it was warm, so that really warmed us up, and that was really nice. On the way out we had to do some climbing, but there was so much snow that I got buried and my camera got quite buried as well.
Okay, be some snow coming down. Yeah. More snow.
Hey. Alright, back in the darkness. After we brushed off our bags, we started on the trek back down. By this time it had started snowing, so we were walking through a full-blown blizzard at this point. So I was very happy I had this face mask thingy to keep my face warm because the wind was brutal. But yeah, all in all, this was such a great experience. I really had a lot of fun. And when we got back to town, I could just walk to my hostel. So here is Thijs again from the hostel in Svalbard. Wow guys, that was quite the experience, huh? I mean, there was so much wind, I don't know if there's much sound that was picked up on the way. So, kind of like how these tours work here is you basically get picked up from the place that you're staying at. And they're also dropping you back off there. So that's quite nice, so you don't really have to worry about transport or anything like that. They're just going to pick you up, you're going to do the expedition, and they'll bring you back to the same place. So I was given these like, you know, crampons and a bunch of equipment, also like a little headlight that was provided for me. I was even offered different gloves, but actually the ones that I have, guys, I mean, they're old, but they were great. I mean, I didn't have cold hands the entire time, only in the ice cave because we weren't really moving that much. It was a lot of waiting for people and stuff like that. But yeah, I didn't really need it, so was equipped with my headlamp, crampons on, and we started walking. Now this time it was like 10:30, so light was there, but it was so faint. It's such a surreal experience. It's like being on a different planet because your whole sense of like time and stuff, it's just not there because you just don't have the light. You don't have the like things that you're familiar with, so to say, are not there. So that was quite interesting. The guide was also a really nice guy. He told some stories of some of the caves that he visited last year. As that basically changes every year. So then after about like an hour hike, we arrived at the glacier. And yeah, I mean, you couldn't really see much. It was just like a big sheet of like ice and then snow on top of it that we were walking on. The ice was like so hard. I mean, it felt like rock, like it experienced like rock, but it was ice, you know, it's water. That's basically there. By the way, the group size was like 6 people. So with the guide it was like 6 or 7 people, I think it was. Which was quite nice. That wasn't bad at all. That was a really nice size. So then at some point he was like, okay, this is where we enter the cave. So you kind of could see like the crevices of the ice, you know. Yeah, it was really strange because like he was like we were walking, we were like kind of like preparing, and then all of a sudden he slid down. So like the entrance to the ice cave was like a slide. And everybody was like, should we follow him now? Because he was like, wee, he was like sliding down this what is it, like this crevasse, so to say. So yeah, I just followed after that, and we did like a half crawling, half hiking, half crouching through this ice cave. Absolutely amazing experience. Like, you just cannot like imagine this being, you know, like water that you're looking at and that is actually shaping these type of caves. So that was a really cool experience. So anyways, yeah, that's my first little expedition out of town. I mean, as soon as you've done that, you kind of know why people are coming here. I mean, the town itself, it's nice, it's unique, that's for sure, but it's definitely about these kind of like day expeditions or multi-day expeditions. You could even like sleep in one of these ice caves, which I'm not really planning to do, but yeah, that was a really cool experience. So anyways, for the rest of the day, I don't really know what I'm gonna do. Probably do a bit of work, a bit of uploading these pictures again. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed that little experience of what I kind of could capture off of this little trip. Alright, I'll see you later. Bye bye.